We're back on the road with California lottery investigators, and we're about to confront some of the clerks who are caught on the lottery's hidden cameras allegedly stealing winning tickets. Our first stop is that bowling alley in San Jose, where 3 months earlier, an undercover investigator presented what should have been a winning ticket. But that's not what the clerk told her. It looks like one of the employees at the bowling alley, Nick Garcia, told the investigator none of them were winners, when in fact one was one of those $1,000 decoy winners.
None of them are winners? No.
But just 2 days later, it was a woman named Monique Lizette Duran who mailed in a claim for the $1,000. She later told the lottery she found the ticket on the ground outside the bowling alley. Investigators have already confronted the lottery clerk, Nick Garcia, when we arrived. Hey Nick, Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How you doing?
My goodness, are you serious?
Garcia appears taken aback.
No, I love your show. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
I'm a fan.
Well, I appreciate that.
I don't want.
Garcia admits he stole the ticket, but says he has never done this before. But let me just show you one thing that I think you're going to want to see, and then we can...
No, I already confessed to everything. Like, so there's nothing you can show me. I know.
So she comes in.
Yeah. No, I know. I've seen this already.
Did you know that it was a winner?
No, I didn't. Like, not.
But remember, it wasn't Nick who tried to cash the ticket. It was that woman named Monique. Now, who is Monique Lizette Duran?
That's my girlfriend. I don't want to talk about this.
Later, Garcia pleads no contest to 3 felonies: attempted grand theft, receiving stolen property, and perjury. He's sentenced to 45 days in jail, 3 years probation, and fines. In consideration for Garcia pleading to all the charges against him, the case against his girlfriend is dismissed. Our next stop is Mercado y Carniceria Moreno, which is in San Jose, California. 3 months before, Miguel Turan was behind the counter.
None of them are winners? Boy, I'm sure not lucky.
Turan told an undercover investigator all her tickets were losers. But the very next day, Turan's daughter-in-law mailed in a claim for the $1,000 ticket. Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How are you? We want to ask Turan some questions. Can you tell us what's going on here? What happened? It appears as though a $1,000 winning ticket was brought in here. Yes, sir. Turan tells me he really did think the $1,000 ticket was a loser and threw it away.
My son, I put in the garbage.
You put it in the garbage?
Yes, sir.
He tells me his son found the ticket in the garbage, realized it was a winner, and then gave it to his wife to cash. What Turan didn't realize, his son has already told investigators he didn't find the ticket in the garbage, but sitting on a gumball machine outside the store. Of course, neither story is true. Is that you there? I show Turan the videotape of the undercover investigator's visit. This is your store. And that's you. According to lottery records, that $1,000 ticket was scanned only once when the undercover investigator asked him to check it. The lottery knows that you scan those tickets and one of them came up $1,000 winner. They know that because it registers on their computer system. They know that you looked at it. You saw that it was a $1,000 winner, yet you told the woman it wasn't. That's a lie, correct? Mm-hmm. So you tried to steal that ticket, right? Why would you do that?
I honestly, I told you I needed the money.
You needed the money?
Yes, sir.
Lottery officials immediately terminate their contract. They will no longer be able to sell lottery tickets. Retailers get to keep about 5% of all ticket sales, and that money can be the lifeblood of a small business like this one.
And his keys.
Turan and his son are arrested. Both men later plead guilty to a felony, attempted grand theft, and both are sentenced to 45 days in jail. We're now just outside of the bottle shop in Santa Clara, California. In this case, Joe Chung, who was behind the counter, kept the ticket, and it ultimately was submitted to be claimed by his wife. Chung has already told investigators his wife lied and said it was her winning ticket to try to protect him. At first, Chung says he has no comment. Then I show him the tape of him stealing the ticket from the undercover investigator. A woman comes in. That's you, right?
I don't think these were winners, but if you can check them for me, please. Any of them win anything? No. No? All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want people to know? about what we saw on this videotape or what you did with that ticket?
Dumb.
I'm sorry?
I'm so dumb.
So dumb. Was it worth $1,000?
No. She don't know about it.
She didn't know. Chung tells me his wife didn't know anything about the ticket. He says he faked her signature on the lottery claim form and mailed the ticket in himself.
Any of them win anything? No.
The Chung's contract to sell lottery tickets is terminated on the spot. Joe Chung and his wife are arrested, and later he pleaded guilty to 3 felony counts: attempted grand theft, possession of stolen property, and perjury. He was sentenced to 45 days in jail, 3 years probation, and fines. In consideration of her husband's plea to all counts, charges against Mrs. Chung were dropped. Our next stop is Guru's Food and Liquor in San Jose, California. We show the videotape of the investigators' hidden camera to the clerk who took the $1,000 ticket, Jogander Chahal.
None of them are winners? Boy, does anybody ever win on those things? I've never won. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, so you told her that none of them were winners.
Yeah.
But one was a winner.
No, after that I will see his winner.
He says at first he didn't realize the ticket was a winner, and by the time he did, the woman had left the store.
So I don't want to steal anything. I will call right away in owner. I tell them everything.
The owner, yeah. He says he gave the ticket to the owner of the store and told him about the mistake. Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How are you? Good. And it was that owner, Hardiman Sangera, who actually tried to cash the ticket. You end up with the ticket, and you try to claim it.
I did. Yes, I did.
You see how that looks?
Bad.
Yeah.
Very bad. Bad looking on me.
Yeah. And it could get very bad for Sangera. He owns 7 stores that sell lottery tickets, and he could lose all those lottery contracts if he's found guilty. He's been a lottery retailer for 15 years, but he tells me this is the first time he's ever claimed a winning lottery ticket.
I never done anything.
You've never claimed a winner?
Not any myself.
Then why did you claim this one?
You know, God, you know, something.
No, we're not talking about God,
I know,
bad
but
luck.
it's my...
You claimed the ticket.
Yeah, I did.
You know how the system works.
Yes, I did, sir.
Later, Sangera and his clerk plead guilty. The clerk to possession of stolen property and Sangera to misdemeanor grand theft. Both are sentenced to 1 year of probation and fined. And Sangera won't be selling any more lottery tickets. The contracts at all of his stores have been terminated. Lottery investigators continue making the rounds at locations where winning tickets were submitted. Remember that $25,000 scratch-off that was thrown in the trash? Did that winning ticket ever make it into someone's pocket? We're about to find out. Coming up. Can I just show you something on tape, though?
No.
Mike, I think you're going to want to see this. From trash to treasure, the magic traveling ticket. When How Lucky Can You Get continues. Now, California lottery investigators are back in the desert of eastern Riverside County. 3 months before, they had used some big winning tickets to test their retailers. We're heading to a place called Smoke and Beyond, which is in Cathedral City, California. And California lottery investigator presented a decoy ticket that showed up as a $25,000 winner. The owner of the store, Mike Gazawi, threw that $25,000 ticket in the trash. But miraculously, the ticket was rescued from the garbage heap, and the lottery received a claim for the ticket, mailed in by Mike Gazawi's friend. I wanted to ask Mike how that could have happened. Hey, Mike. Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How are you today? Good to see you. We're doing a story on lottery retailers who have accepted and scanned winning tickets, but told people they were losers.
I can't talk to you.
Can I just show you something on tape, though?
No, I can't.
Mike, I think you're going to want to see this.
No, I'm sorry.
Gazawi gets his lawyer on the phone, and our interview is over.
Please leave.
So you don't want to see this video?
No, I don't want to see nothing.
The video where you accept a $25,000 winner and you tell a man
nothing,
that it's not a winner.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, please.
Fine.
Leave.
I just wanted to give you a chance.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The lottery investigators move in and question Gazawi. Later, Chief Investigator Bill Hertog fills us in on their conversation.
After a little bit, he finally said, you know, I'm a good person, I'm a family man, I want to take responsibility. And he says, I stole the ticket.
He stole the ticket.
He stole the ticket.
Hertog says Ghazaoui told him he held on to the ticket for 10 days, then gave it to a friend to cash for him. Because Ghazaoui is the owner of the store, the lottery confiscates all its equipment and tickets and immediately terminates his contract. Later, Ghazaoui pleaded guilty to a felony, attempted grand theft, and was sentenced to 90 days in jail, probation, and fines. The next stop is Sherman's Liquor Store in Indio, California, where investigators went in with a $10,000 winning ticket, presented it to the clerk, and the clerk said, "Oh, you won." Counted out $100 and stole the $10,000 ticket. The interesting thing about this particular incident is that it's all very well recorded on the store's own security cameras. Hey, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Mr. Cardo?
Who?
Cardo? Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How are you? And there was an incident where a guy came in and gave you a $10,000 winning ticket and you only gave him $100. Can you tell me what happened there?
Well, I have no idea about everything what's going on here.
Right. Mr. Cardo seems a bit confused, so I show him the tape of the undercover investigator's visit 3 months earlier. He sees himself checking the 3 tickets and paying out $100 on a ticket that was really worth $10,000.
All right. What do you want to know?
I want to know why you stole the ticket.
No, I not mean to steal it.
You did not mean to steal the ticket.
No.
But remember the store surveillance tape and what happened after the lottery investigator left the store? How he showed the ticket to his colleague, how happy he seemed at his good fortune, how he kissed the newfound windfall. You look all excited there, like you just figured out a way to win $10,000.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
He says it was all a big misunderstanding, that he really did get confused and mistake the ticket for one worth only $100. But if that's true, why would his colleague be handing him a lottery claim form?
He say, okay, this here you won $10,000 and you have to fill it for that. That's what's happened.
Cardo claims he waited 2 days to see if the person who owned the ticket would come back, then figured finders keepers.
Because we're human beings, you know. When I see this, it's really $10,000, and nobody asked for 2 days about the ticket. I think, okay, why not keep the ticket for myself? That is exactly what.
You thought, why not keep the ticket for yourself?
That's why I see for myself. I not tell him.
And that's when he says he gave the ticket to a coworker to cash for him because he didn't have a valid ID card at the time. Cardo says he told his coworker he had bought the ticket himself.
That's why I tell him.
You lied to him.
Yes.
Meaning you had plenty of opportunity to call the lottery people and say, hey, look, there was a mistake made. But there was no mistake made. You stole the ticket.
No, I not steal ticket.
Well,
right?
How can you say that?
I don't.
Was it yours? Did you buy it?
No,
was it yours?
I not buy it.
You didn't buy it?
No, I not buy it.
Now he finally admits he did something wrong.
What do you think should happen
Big
to you
mistake.
because of the mistake?
I don't know. I don't know. I know maybe something happened to me. I'm ready for anything.
Cardo is arrested and held in jail until his trial in February.
People's Exhibit 4.
He was found guilty of felony attempted grand theft and perjury. He remains in jail and could be deported. Our experience with California lottery investigators was making a sharp point. If you're dishonest, the state's investigators will find you. Bill Hertog retired last summer, but the California lottery investigators are still at it. To date, they've checked more than 600 stores and found that clerks mishandled the winning ticket more than 70 times. But a funny thing happened clear across the country. We told the lottery here in New York we wanted to see if any of its clerks are ever dishonest. The New York Lottery said it doesn't do stings like California. But wait until you see what happened when we tried to conduct our own test of New York lottery clerks. Warning, NBC News is trying to trick lottery retailers. Huh? We're doing what? Coming up, Dateline's own investigation in New York. Will some of our lottery ticket winners end up losers?
Can you check these lotto tickets for me?
Someone makes us a surprising offer.
You gotta give me whatever you want.
When Dateline continues.
perfect.
While California was more than willing to show us how it tests its lottery retailers to make sure they're honest,
Any of them win anything?
No.
No?
across the country in New York, lottery officials were not willing to tell us what they do to make sure winners always get their cash. So we thought we'd try to find out on our own what would happen if a winning lottery ticket was presented to a retailer in New York, just like the California lottery investigators did. Would the clerks always be honest? But the New York Lottery got wind of it, and something interesting happened. It sent out this alert to every lottery vendor in the New York City area. It said, "Warning, NBC News is trying to trick lottery retailers into stealing winning lottery tickets." We thought that was odd, so we decided to press on. New York's lottery is the biggest in the country, selling some $7 billion worth of tickets every year. So we're heading out into the streets of the city with some winning tickets and our hidden cameras to see what will happen.
Okay, I'm walking in.
Our first stop is in Brooklyn. We send in an undercover player, in this case a Dateline producer, with a lottery ticket we know is a $500 winner.
Can you check these lotto tickets for me? I don't know if any of these are winners, but if you can take a look. And, I'm going to grab some chips, too.
She goes off to shop in the store.
I'm going to grab some chips.
Outside, we're listening in on a cell phone. The clerk prints out the winning numbers to compare to the ticket.
Oh, damn.
What?
You hit $500. Yes,
This clerk does the right thing. He tells our undercover player she's a winner. But because the ticket is more than 45 days old, she needs to mail in her claim.
They're going to give you $500. Good luck.
He also correctly identifies a $5 winning ticket she gave him. He's honest, as are most of the clerks we visit in New York City.
I won $500?
Yeah, you win $500. That's this one.
Wow. So what do I
These
do now?
guys do the right thing.
You got right here, like 500.
Oh, really? Do you mind checking these for me?
But like we saw in California, here in New York, that isn't always the case.
Any luck? No? Okay.
This clerk says the tickets are not winners, but he gives them back to our player.
Thank you. Any luck?
The same thing happens at this store
No. No luck?
and this one.
Oh, nothing, huh?
Are they mistaken or just too lazy to properly check the numbers on an older ticket? At this store in Queens, the clerk also says our $500 winner is a loser.
What about these other pink ones?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. All empty.
All empty?
I check.
Even that old one?
Yeah. No, old one, nothing.
But unlike the others, he keeps the ticket
Oh, you're throwing them out?
and says he's putting it in the garbage.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
I don't, sir.
Chris Hansen. We think the clerk might have stolen our ticket. As I talked to him, it turns out he did throw our ticket in the trash. Show me where you put it. That's it.
Not showing anything, then I'll put in a garbage.
You put it in the garbage.
And he says he never really checked our ticket and never printed out the winning number.
I didn't check 100%. That is my mistake.
Okay. In at least 8 cases, our undercover producer went into the store with the winning $500 ticket, only to have the clerk say it wasn't a winner. But it wasn't in an effort to steal the ticket, it was because the clerk either improperly checked the numbers or just didn't want to bother doing it. So that means if you had that $500 winning ticket and you went into one of those stores, you lose. At this store in Queens, everything seems to be going well.
I won?
Yeah, you won.
Wait, how much did I win?
Okay, you got $500.
They correctly tell her she has to take the ticket to a lottery office in Manhattan to get the money. But then, out of the blue, the clerk warns our shopper that if she happens to owe money to the government, collecting her winnings may not be so easy.
Listen to me. If you take anything from the government, you can go to Manhattan. They're going to take the money.
Really?
Yeah, they take the money.
For instance, what if she hadn't paid some parking tickets?
If I have parking tickets, will the government take that
Yeah,
out?
they take the money. They take the money.
I may have some parking tickets.
Then the clerk makes an interesting offer. He'll go to the lottery office and cash the ticket for her.
You'll get the money.
I get the money because they don't want to take it from me because I'm clean.
Clean, meaning that he doesn't owe the government any money, so he'd be able to get all her winnings. Of course, this service isn't free, and this isn't the first time he's made such an arrangement.
I do understand with somebody else. If somebody else wins $2,000, the guy give me $200. But I don't tell you give me $200. You know what I mean? You're going to give me whatever you want.
What he's doing is known in the lottery business as discounting, and it could be illegal. That's because most people who sell their tickets at a discount are usually trying to avoid paying money they owe to the state. In New York, the lottery wouldn't really take money from winnings for outstanding parking tickets, but it could deduct money if the winner owed child support or even if they'd been collecting welfare.
Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Now it's time to talk to the clerk.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I got your ticket over here.
So what were you going to do with that ticket, Oscar?
No, she said she don't go. She can go.
She can't go.
That's what she said. I said,
Right.
I'm doing the favor to you.
But it sounds like you were being very careful because you are very familiar with the rules and the laws.
I don't talk to her like that. I don't talk to her. Definitely.
Well, I heard the whole conversation.
Well, that I say.
The clerk keeps saying he didn't know he might be breaking the law.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know about that.
We take our ticket and get back on the road. So far, no one has actually stolen our ticket. But will that last? And New York's lottery chief isn't happy when we tell him about our investigation.
Can I show you a video? No. No? I really have to run.
But he does have a lot to say.
We just don't need, your show to help us do our job.
And so does this clerk.
Why did you go, huh?
I just say, ha. What do you mean it's a ha?
What's got him so excited? When How Lucky Can You Get continues. We're still out on the streets of New York City, checking the honesty of lottery clerks.
This $500 winning lottery ticket has covered a lot of ground. As you can see, it's a little worse to wear. It's got some tears, corners missing. We had to patch it up with some Scotch tape. But we've learned a lot from it.
Now our undercover player is taking our ticket, along with another small winning ticket, into this smoke shop in Greenwich Village. The clerk seems friendly and willing to help.
Hello. Can you check some lotto tickets for me? Okay.
The clerk identifies our smaller winner and pays our undercover player.
Thank you.
Then the clerk checks the winning numbers against what we know is a $500 ticket. And boy, does he get excited when he spots the numbers.
561.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
But hold on. Wait a minute. He seems to calm himself down.
Evening. 173.
Okay.
So it's nothing. You just miss.
Oh, I missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't win?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks for checking. Are you sure?
Yes.
The clerk keeps the ticket, crumples it up, but doesn't throw it away. He puts it behind the counter. Our undercover player comes back outside to our car.
Okay, but you think he saw the midday numbers?
He definitely saw.
Yeah, because of the way he reacted.
Yeah, you guys heard him shriek, huh?
When we go back into the store, there he is, standing in front of the counter, and he's studying our ticket.
Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. How are you?
I'm for now.
Good. Do you recognize this young woman over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. She was just in here with some lottery tickets.
Yeah.
And she presented you, what, 3 lottery tickets?
Yeah, she brings a lottery ticket.
The clerk denies even checking her number.
That came up when you
I
checked
give it to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you look yourself?
No, I don't give it to her. I just give it to her to you look it.
But of course on the tape, we plainly see him checking the ticket himself.
You kept this ticket. Why?
I don't keep this ticket.
You did.
My friend, we have a recording here.
We have everything over there.
Well, we recorded the whole thing.
And we show him the part where he seems so excited.
561.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
You initially say, huh?
Yes.
Why did you go, huh?
Yeah. I just say, ha. What do you mean is a ha? I don't.
Well, it means like, ah, means like you found a winner.
These things, my friend, in the store happen.
So you just say, ah, all the time?
You know, this is nothing.
All right.
You crumple the ticket up and you take it behind the counter. You don't put it on the counter, you take it behind the counter.
My friend,
I don't take it from over here. How come I put it behind the counters? And then later on, the sushi up there, to put it up there.
No. Later on, you throw it over there when you see us coming in with our cameras.
This is.
The owner of this store declined to be interviewed and insisted his clerk did nothing wrong. But he also told us the clerk had been fired.
I just say, huh?
By the end of our investigation in New York City, we visit 45 stores. At almost half, we're never told by the clerk our $500 ticket is a winner. Again, those could just have been mistakes. But at that smoke shop, it appears the clerk knew it was a winner and kept it.
Thank you.
We wanted to speak to the New York Lottery about our investigation. The lottery declined our request for an interview. But at a national convention of lottery directors,
Hey, Mr. Medenica, how are you?
we caught up with Gordon Medenica, the director of the New York Lottery.
Wondering if I could steal some time of yours for a minute to talk to you a little bit about the lottery.
Not right now, no.
No?
No.
We wanted to show him our video of what happened in that smoke shop in Greenwich Village. Can I show you a video?
No.
No?
I really have to run. I'm sorry.
You don't want to see the video?
What is it going to be?
Wow!
I told him about that clerk who kept our $500 ticket.
We investigate these things constantly. We just had someone arrested last week. 2 people, in fact, arrested. Last year we had, I think, 228 complaints and 9 lottery retailers lost their license. We're very active in this all the time. We just don't need, your show to help us do our job.
Don't you think it would be good to show people in New York what you're doing to protect the integrity of the lottery system?
It's more important that more important that we actually protect the integrity of the lottery system, and most importantly, protect our players. We are interested in protecting our players, not creating a reality TV show.
It's not a reality TV show.
It's not journalism, that's for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's not just our investigation Mr. Medenica doesn't like. He believes stings like those done by the California investigators are unfair.
Do you have a problem with what California does?
I think the way the stings were done were unrealistic and almost forced the, not forced the retailers, but created a situation where people get tempted too easily. It's more like entrapment than a sting. And that was our objection to it, is that it was entrapment.
Is that why the lottery issued that warning to New York retailers that Dateline was investigating?
Why was it that you told lottery retailers that we were trying to trick them into
we don't want them. It's obviously your interest to get someone to commit a crime on television.
We're merely testing the system.
It's our interest to keep people from committing crimes, and that's why we wanted to warn them, be careful.
What's the most important thing you want people in New York to know about the integrity of the lottery system?
That we investigate, we have a good team, we do this all the time. We're hard on our retailers when they do something against the law, and we do it internally, and we use legal investigative techniques, and we cooperate with law enforcement authorities, not with reality television shows, to get this done.
Remember, when we presented our ticket to lottery retailers to see if they'd tell us it was a winner, we were doing exactly what Willis did in Texas when he presented his $1 million ticket and had it stolen. So what happened to Willis? Even though the Texas Lottery provided evidence leading to the indictment of that lottery clerk, the lottery said the money belongs to the clerk, Pankaj Joshi. That baffled Willis's lawyer, Sean Breen.
I guess according to the Texas Lottery today, Mr. Joshi will go into the Winners Hall of Fame right along with Bonnie and Clyde.
But the lottery was eventually overruled when a judge issued a court order awarding Willis about $400,000 that had been frozen in the clerk's bank accounts. What happened to the rest of the money? That clerk, who is still a fugitive, may have taken up to $300,000 out of the country. Prosecutors are trying to get that money back as well. So Willis is still out a lot of cash. But what he's got is at least enough to pay off medical bills and his children's education. So what can you do to make sure that if you have a winning lottery ticket, you get your money? You can start by checking your own tickets at an automatic scanner like this one. Or just go online to check the winners and the rules. And there's something else. Joan Barucki is the director of the California Lottery.
One of the most important things that the consumer can do when they get their tickets is sign them. Even before you play the ticket, sign the ticket.
Oh, and one more thing. Since you're about 200 times more likely to be struck by lightning than to win one of those huge jackpots, you might also consider putting your money in a savings account. At least 3 states have done undercover investigations similar to the one we observed in California: Minnesota, Iowa, and most recently, Ohio. A few other states have investigations in the planning stages. You can learn more about our New York investigation on our website at dateline.msnbc.com. That's all for now. I'm Chris Hansen. For all of us at NBC News, thanks for joining us.